Okay. Was I wrong? I know I feel like I owe Batman an apology because I constantly say he is my favorite superhero of all time. I would love to play with Batman, but I did not take the appropriate time to get to know him. We didn't get to let our relationship develop in this game. Now that I know, now that I have him to the level I have him, I gotta apologize because I didn't know it was like this. I did this. He is a dream come true for a Batman fan. Let's get to the video.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Roast Club video. In this video, I am going to go... This is Batman rank 10. I will go through his kit. Part of this, though, is also detailing how important it is to have percentage-based stats. And truth be told, this video should just be titled that altogether, but now you guys get a secret. So basically what I was able to do is that with Batman, I'm going through his gear first for this very specific reason. I was caught up, and I do this in every game. I do this in every game, where it's basically like I don't want my socks to mismatch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like having, a heal piece here, an HP piece here, and then attack. I'd rather, we're going to say why I was wrong. I would rather have this be matching, crit set, and then everything is good. The problem with that is if I put a crit set in here right now, that'll be like 5% extra crit rate. What I have done instead is, and let's take it from the opposite perspective. Let's do it that way. So if you look at the attack, let's say I was just going to put one attack here instead of that. That would give me an attack bonus of 3%. Instead, I put this piece that doesn't match anything. This is an epic one piece. I'll go to that piece in a minute. But because of me breaking up that set, I'm going to get 13.4 plus 4.5%, which is going to end up being, forgive the math, 9. So 17.9% on top of the 6% attack bonus because of the signature I added. So then we're looking at 23.9% added attack. That's better than 3% attack. I'm supposed to be smart. Then we move over to this piece. We're going to have an extra 10.6% attack plus, well, no, I think that was it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was like confusing the two because I thought there was another attack. So I have 10.6% here. So then by doing this, I'm going to end up with what, 33.5%? I'm probably off in the math there. But 33% extra damage as opposed to that little 3% that I wanted by keeping the sets together, or instead of that extra 5% crit chance I would have had by putting a crit set here. I'm going to say that's probably better to do this. So farming for, and this is kind of changing my philosophy in terms of farming for those materials, which in case you guys don't know, this really is a farming video that's going to be under the Batman tag. This is going to be, anyway. When it comes to farming for those materials, I cannot remember who told me. I think it was Kevin Brown, actually, if I'm not mistaken. He was on the stream. Evil Falls. When farming for these materials, it used to be that I would always just start up at the top. Now, given what he said, because it gives me more chances to get these percent pieces, I come down to the bottom and I start from here, and then just click through and try to farm for percentage pieces. You won't know until after you buy the piece whether you get a percent piece or not. However, given what I just did in terms of breaking up sets, I don't care about the set match. If it matches, cool, let's rock with it. But if not, I don't care. If I can put an extra 10 point whatever percent on Batman, guess what we about to do? Put an extra 10 point whatever percent on Batman. So those were HP pieces that we had, for example. It'd be very lucked up if I got one now, which I'm pretty sure I won't. Let's see, the block piece that we had, and I think I got a couple accessories, so I won't go through them all right now. But I would love to know. Ooh, you're new. Where are you from? But that is how I will continue to farm. And before, even when I said this in previous videos that I would farm in this way, I was still only doing it based on sets. And the thing that I needed to remove is that these accessory pieces, the com pieces, farm for them regardless, because if you get a percent on them, then you will be very, very happy by the end of the day. Now, that being said, I've placed all of this on Batman. He hits like a very, very, very upset person. He does damage. Additionally, I'm trying to work on his badge. So, in fact, let's do the skills first. I'm all over the place with him right now because I'm so happy. There's so much stuff I want to tell you about how awesome Batman is right now that I can't focus. So we go down to affinities. His team synergy is now better because of it, because of being at rank 10. During battle, attack of all allies with a single target burst characteristic, which is going to be your DCU. Thanks for that, by the way. That's awesome. Nightwing, Raven, Red Hood. Raven's a weird one to me. Red Hood, Damian. So basically anybody out of the Bat family. And then you have your others down here. John Stewart, I don't have him ranked. Starfire, who I think is actually really good, don't have him ranked. But in any case, any of those with that tag, they will have an increase of attack by 12%. The first single target ultimate from each ally dispels all stacks of a random buff from the target. Bear that in mind as well. So you're removing buffs when you do this from the ultimate of the first one. Now, usually, all of them are going to be single target attacks, so it is what it is. But for example, Raven's going to attack the target on her ultimate, the target that has the most debuffs. And so if that target has a lot of debuffs and buffs, you're stripping away all of those buffs. Well, not all of them, but all of the ones of a single type and just adding a bunch more debuffs. Fun stuff. All right, anyway. Going to his skills. Attacks an enemy 2 times, each dealing physical damage equal to 60% of attack. Then this gets all the way increased up to 70% at level 3. Next, deals physical damage equal to 110% of attack to the enemy row. He's throwing out his batarangs, right? That's up to 140%. We love that. Next, increases attack by 20%. Each attack adds 1 stack of armor break. This is what I wanted to get to. Adds 1 stack of armor break for 2 turns. This is even better now because I'm running him a lot with Peacemaker and Vigilante, who also put out Armor Break and Fragile. They like physical damage. They like physical power, physical damage. He is physical damage, not superpower damage. Or I guess, yeah, physical damage versus superpower damage. He is physical damage. So his attacks being up to 30% and then putting a bunch of Armor Break out, and then being on a team that puts out Armor Break and Fragile, he hits hard. Now this ability, and this is where I have to go into the badge after this, uses physical prowess to ambush and attack an enemy target 4 times, each dealing physical damage equal to 90% of attack. For each type of debuff on that target, or that the target has, apologies, the skill damage temporarily gains 10% damage bonus up to 30%. So I'm going to have an additional 30% because this happens easy. This happens real easy getting 3 debuffs out there. I'm going to have an extra 30% damage on top of this is now 120 damage that we have. Yo, 150% damage. Now this means I have to go back to his badge. On his badge, the second, third, and fourth hits of endgame deal an additional 5, 10, and 15% damage respectively. So his last hit is going to crack. And then next, the additional damage is increased to 15, 30, and 45%. I may need to go do this right now. I'm 90 away from being able to complete this badge. This amount of damage is absolutely insane. So now, why is this also beneficial? Well, actually, let me do the last one. The additional damage is increased to 25, 50, and 75%. Stupid. If the target has 3 or more types of debuffs, it additionally adds 1 stack of fear for 2 rounds to the target. This is just, he hits so hard. He hits so hard. It's fun. And I was saying kind of that he is maybe the single target version of Wonder Woman for me. And funny enough, right now, given all the percentage stats that I've added to him, he does have a higher attack power than Wonder Woman right now. Of course, I'm not putting them on the same level. But as a Batman fan, they're on the same level. But for real though, they're not on the same level. But they're on the same level. Anyway, now why is this useful? He's going to be the most useful in the, and I'm going to use team ups. But when you're doing those boss fights, I don't have anything that would be serious. I'm just going to simulate beginner simulation. No worries, LaFell. It's cool. It's cool. Captain Cole. Why not? The reason why I do compare him to Wonder Woman is that Wonder Woman has this remarkable ability to not give a damn about your trait. She really has no time to care about whether you're agile, mighty, or tactical. She's here to hurt you. I feel the same way about Batman. And I'm kind of happy that we have this tactical thing. Now, to be fair, it is a beginner simulation. Cool. Now, what I'm running here is Peacemaker, Armor Break, Vigilante, Armor Break. Oh, also Fragile. I will have it might be out before this, but I'm going to do a Vigilante guide as well. I think he's a very good damage dealer. Then we're going to have a weekend that's going to be put out whenever they hit Nightwing, and then Ocean Master pops off. I have it set up right. I don't want the show to be stolen from Batman. It's a very good chance that Ocean Master could do that. But let's see. In fact, it doesn't even matter. I think you'll understand once you see the damage. But if you are a Batman fan, I will say this. Early game, good. I didn't utilize him as much as I should, so I shouldn't even say. I don't know if I have the right to say what he would/would not have been. Check out the damage. Beautiful. But for me now, he's the tier below Wonder Woman. He's S tier. I think Wonder Woman's S tier plus, S plus tier, whatever you want to call it. I think when I'm talking about, I guess I have to put Superman DCU in there too. Superman DCU, Deathstroke, Sinestro, Batman. I will put them as S tier. And I guess for more perspective on that, Mr. Terrific is S tier, damn near S plus, but S tier. Kid Flash S tier. Nightwing would be S tier. Ocean Master, I think I might. It's either A or S. I'm resistant to putting him at A or S tier for some reason. I don't know why. No matter how much I utilize him. Anyway, but Batman, in terms of the damage that he does, the frequency with which he does it, because it's only on a 2-turn cooldown, it is absolutely game shifting, especially when you're going up against these bigger mini bosses, or these like just 2-character bosses, and you're not dealing with hordes. When you're dealing with hordes, when you have a bunch of characters, of course Wonder Woman. But when I'm going to situations like this, Batman gets heavy consideration. Thank you guys for watching, by the way. I'm sorry, Batman. I should have known better. However, I will say this. You know who's infuriating? Mr. Freeze. Oh, Mr. Freeze is absolutely infuriating. And I'm tempted to put Batman on the opposite side. Put him oppo. Or have Deathstroke run in there to try to take care of like the Freeze shields. Let's do that again. Let's see. So 27%. Batman's damage is 8 million. Punching into shields and having the trait disadvantage. Disadvantage. I'm sorry, I'm Batman. I'm never at a disadvantage. What are you talking about? I am the advantage. What are you talking about? Trait disadvantage. Go over there somewhere. Go talk to somebody else. I don't have time for this. Anyway, so I'm going to try to run it again and put Batman maybe over here on the right side. So maybe he attacks Captain Cole a little bit more. We won't do skip battle. We'll run it through one more time. And then be, are we going to get an operation error now? Because the server's busy. Is that what's going to happen now? Oh no, it's just not going to do it. It's just not going to run the match. Okay, cool. All right. They are on the same level, right? Sometimes that confuses me whether like they have one of the villains in the front row and one in the back. If they're at the same row, then it kind of makes it okay. They're in the same row because they both got hit by Batman's. Wow. They both got hit by Batman's batarang. Wow. He hit him hard. He hit him so hard. And now Captain Cole's froze. Or not froze, stunned. He hit him so hard. Spike pops in. I love Mr. Freeze. Really wish he was an epic. He needs a decent offensive attack. You know, yeah, honestly, I would put everybody in the Bat family as an epic. But that's me. He's good as an elite, especially big early game. Did it just start me over for no good reason? It put start. Again, y'all saw that, right? That's crazy work. He just put start again, and now Captain Cole is already whatever. It just reset my turns, but is allowing me to keep attacking. Oh, there's a bug. There's a bug going on right now. Is Batman breaking the game? Is Batman breaking the game? Or did Spike just fool me into talking about the one thing that was going to get the game to bug out, which is making Mr. Freeze an epic? I think Batman's damage broke the game. They were like, oh no, you have too much of an advantage. This is not fair. See, look at it. They broke the game. Batman broke the game. Batman broke the game. I think, well, if we can get through this, we'll let it go because I still want to see Batman's damage. Albeit right now, given what was happening, I don't know if I trust the math, that this math is going to be mathing. So we'll see in a sec. But yeah, I just want to check out Batman's damage and then we'll call it a video. Maybe I should have skipped battle. Oof, oof a doof. This is looking bad. This is looking bad. Oh man. Batman busted up the game. Okay. I can't believe it started me over. That's funny. Oh, the ice is slowing down. I think maybe. Maybe. Oh man. Well, we'll see in a sec with all the damage that's about to get put in. But if you know, I mean, Ocean Master is doing damage. He's doing the thing. It's okay, I want Batman to attack one more time. So it's funny to me that Batman is hitting so hard that he is outpacing what should be. I mean, I would assume that Ocean Master would be the better damage dealer in that scenario. All right, so let's check the stats. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Oh, that one didn't go as well. Well, I mean, they started us over. Yeah, they started us completely over. So 4 million. He would have done more if we didn't run into that glitch. But in any case, Batman is an absolute unit. Invest in him. He's worth it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.